Hello, everyone. There's a lot of people you shouldn't take advice from: alcoholics, politicians, fat people, OnlyFans models, anyone with a face tattoo, and people who like eating black licorice. But at the top of the list might be dating experts on Instagram. These people avoid their advice at all costs because you know it's going to be terrible. And I found maybe the best example of that in this guy named Chris Parker, the men's dating expert, who not only gives terrible information and advice, but is also just really annoying. Let's take a look.
Yesterday, I had a girl over, and it was our first time we were about to hook up. Honestly,
Fun.
I couldn't tell just how much of an inner freak she had inside her. She came off super shy and innocent, and definitely didn't seem like she had that much experience.
Okay.
Anyway, as things were heating up, I started slow with the most innocent position, which I can't say because Instagram wants me to watch my language. She was really into it, really feeling it, so I decided to push things a little bit. I told her to open her mouth. I slid 3 fingers in and said, "Take it like the good girl you are." Now,
Okay, it really loses its intensity when you say it in this like TED Talk PowerPoint presentation voice. I said, please take it like the good girl you are. It makes it sound like A, that didn't happen, or B, you're just an absolute weirdo.
I could tell she didn't expect that, but her body reacted immediately. And 30 seconds later, let's just say, done. Moral of
Yeah, you were done.
the story, even the most innocent seeming good girls have an inner freak, and it's your job to bring
I don't like the inflection in his voice. He's like, the girls, they have an inner freak you need to unleash. It's so creepy sounding.
it out. This girl would have never straight up told me what she's into or what she likes in bed, but that's the thing. You gotta take the lead, always.
Or you could just, ask. I don't know. But irregardless of all that, none of that is dating advice. That's just, I took her to my penthouse and I freaked it. You should freak it as well. This is not going to transform any man's dating life.
How to get the hard to get.
Something that really annoys me also about this guy's page is that he starts every video with almost every video with 5 seconds of stock footage of OnlyFans girls. Obviously, to get more views and to get more attention, because no one wants to hear what he's talking about. It's just annoying.
I used to think that I had to try harder to get the hard to get girls. I believed that the 9s and
Makes
10s
sense.
demanded more time, more effort, more patience,
So
more
what
attention.
did you do?
But they don't. They need the same amount of effort as any other girl.
Oh, yeah?
The only difference is understanding hot girl psychology.
Oh, that's where we've all been going wrong, guys. We don't understand hot girl psychology, which is a very real term that is definitely used in the medical field.
So that you can connect with them effortlessly. Once I got that down, pulling girls who
He looks so uncomfortable in this video. I feel like he's trying to make up for something. I don't know.
girls who I saw as out of my league became stupid easy. Minimal effort and so fucking
So I'm assuming this method he's referring to, which he's not going to tell you, he's going to make you buy his course. We'll get to that. But I'm assuming this method means go out to a boat and drink alcohol and, there will be more attractive women there or something along those lines.
stupid easy. Minimal effort and so fucking satisfying. And guess what?
I would hope
you
so.
can feel
You
this
devote your life
satisfaction
to it.
too. If you've had enough chasing girls who barely even notice you, comment free masterclass below and I'll send over a 30-minute training that will teach you exactly how to approach.
Forgive me for being a pessimist, but I don't think, if you're someone that struggles talking to girls, watching a 30-minute masterclass from this cornball is going to change that. I think there's probably a lot, many more factors that come into play there. Still no really advice we've gotten yet. Maybe the next one will be.
Hey, ladies.
Good morning. Hi. Morning, boss. Hi, boss. Did you get my email?
Put some goddamn clothes on and get to work is what I would say, but I'm not this guy.
Good morning, boss.
Get to
So
it.
far, it's just in your dreams, bro. But if
Nope.
you want to learn
I'm
how
good.
to make that fantasy into a reality, the same way I taught a lot of my clients, then comment the word 3-way below and I'll teach you
I can't imagine some guy being like, oh, I could never get girls and talk to them, but then I commented 3-way under Chris Parker's post and everything changed. My whole life got better.
You were boring. All. Most guys feel
Thank you
attracted.
again for stock footage of OnlyFans girls so people can pay attention. Because I'm assuming your main clientele is like, incel porn addicts who are constantly scrolling. I don't know. Anyway, let's just hear what he has to say. This guy really needs to get better at speaking. He's like, if you're gonna call people boring, you gotta say it with your chest. You can't just be like, bro, she thinks you're boring.
Seduce.
Because why would you want to get to know someone on a first date? My bad. That's so stupid. Why is the goal to make her wet on the first date? How about make her heart wet for you, make her mind wet for you. Not everything has to be about goddamn sex, you stupid idiot. Lustful man. All right, let's take a look at another. Maybe it gets better.
Guys who struggle with women always think no one notices. As if nobody could tell that you're awkward, that you're scared of rejection, or that when you approach, you have no idea what to say. I can always tell when a guy's not getting any. They think it's their little secret that they suck with women, but trust me, bro, it's obvious. It's in how he talks, how he carries himself.
I don't know why you spend your free time, Chris, going around evaluating whether or not a guy gets girls, but I think in high school and middle school, you were a nerd. No one talked to you. So you spent your entire 20s, moving to locations with girls, drinking, making money to impress them and becoming this hookup expert, all to make up for your lonely childhood. And as it turns out, you're probably not happy right now. None of this is advice that's going to make your life better. It may get you some hookups. I don't know. But it's definitely not going to make you happy.
In the energy he radiates, hell, it's even in your texts. And women can sense it too. That's why they keep you in the maybe zone. Now, if this sounds like you, it's time for a change.
What should I do?
Where it's free masterclass, and I'll send you.
I should buy the masterclass. That's what I should be doing. Stupid me. Let's take a look at another one.
How to properly tease a hot girl. The easiest way to tease a hot girl is to qualify her. Now, one of my favorite ways is the no personality tease. Tell her, I met so many girls with no personality. We're 20 minutes into the date and I'm already planning my escape. And just watch what happens. She'll start trying to impress you, prove you wrong, show how she's different, and that's when you'll hit her with, that last thing you said about XYZ, that was actually really impressive. Now she's chasing.
How to get girls. Say, oh, you're not interesting. You are not interesting. This guy, have you been genius tested? Chris Parker? That's a new one. I have never heard, here's how to get a girl to like you on the first date. Girls aren't interesting. You're not interesting. You suck. And then all of a sudden, her legs part like the Red Sea. Yeah, this is a gimmick. That's literally all it is. I don't think that's gonna, saying, oh, you're not interesting is going to change the game for your dating. But let's watch the end. I want to see what he wants me to DM for this one.
Or drop free masterclass below in the comments and I'll send over a free 30-minute training.
Okay, cool. And by the way, actually, I'll get to what the free masterclass is, but let's take a look at one more.
I just being my real estate agent. Welcome to my dating diary, the Tel Aviv edition.
Diary.
So I'm walking back from the gym and I see this absolute baddie. So I hit her up and right away we have intense chemistry. Fast forward to the next day, we're on a date. I casually mention how I'm looking for an apartment and she says, oh, I could help you. I'm a real estate agent, which I thought was weird because she told me 10 minutes ago that she was a bartender. So I tease her. I say no business talk until after we hook up. She laughs and says, well, I need to see her apartment anyway, for real estate research.
Yeah.
30 minutes later, we're back at my place having intense sex and the next
intense sex. I don't like the way this guy talks and he uses words. This did not happen, or at the very least, he is extremely exaggerating about something. I've never seen a better example of someone who is yearning for approval than grabbing a mic and going I banged a realtor. Do you guys think I'm cool yet? Like, it's just so sad to watch. But anyway, that's enough of the videos. I want to get down to this guy, who he is as a person. I looked at some of his stories, and let's look at this one. 196 condoms delivered, should be set for a couple of months. I stopped by my friend's party, met a hottie, and hooked up with her in the bathroom 1 hour later. My friend and I brought home these hotties in 15 minutes. Who else had a successful night out? Like, my brother in Christ, I think you're a sex addict, and you might want to, get some help. Because for being a dating coach, this has nothing to do with relationships at all. This is just how to bring home hotties, aka, be unhappy with your life. Just get a relationship. This is not going to make you happy. I also looked at his website, www.undercoverfuckboy.com, and it says, attention, men who are done getting played by women. For $37, you'll learn how to make 9s and 10s chase you without them even realizing what's happening. What a steal. And then inside, you'll get 26 exact phrases that make women choose your approval at almost any relationship stage. 4 most common simp traps women set and how to reverse them. 1-minute mindset shift, sneaky beta traps that women use. I've if the nerd emoji could be personified in words, it would be this. I don't think anyone who is in any happy relationship in the world right now has ever worried about sneaky beta traps that women use, 4 most common simp traps women set. Like, just be yourself. Get out there. Talk to people. That's all it is. You don't have to worry about these ridiculous things. Oh my goodness. Absolute. If there was a cornball Olympics, he'd be vying for gold. Absolutely. Incredible stuff from Chris. So if anyone is actually looking for dating advice, you're probably not going to find it from these gimmicky Instagram people. Just go out, improve yourself, and talk to people. And, one day you'll find maybe not love, but and that's, good enough for a lot of people. Anyway, that's all I got for today's video. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't listen to people like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Orange Peanut wants you to subscribe because he needs more money.